After watching a brilliant premiere episode and being hopeful for what's to come in the Gilded Age Season 2, I have just seen the trailer for the rest of the season. I wanted to talk about what it entails because it not only has scenes from episode 2 but also all the other ones, revealing too many intriguing scenes and storylines. Let's talk about episode 2 and then move on to the rest of the season. Of course, Mrs. Astor is planning revenge after what Bertha pulled in last week's episode. The trailer shows that she has Agnes on her side, waiting to receive orders to do something against the Russells. Even though I know Bertha will win in the end, I was truly expecting an alliance between Mrs. Astor and Agnes because we need to see real, harsh opponents facing Bertha. That would make things more interesting. It seems episode 2 will show Mrs. Astor starting to make plans to destroy Bertha and her support for the new opera. Everyone is gathered in the Van Ryn household, and one thing that surprised me was to see Mrs. Fane's support of Bertha. Once she sees that everyone is talking against Bertha, Mrs. Fane decides to leave. I think she knows that the Russell money is basically endless and Bertha will win in the end. I'm just shocked to see Aurora supporting Bertha so openly. I know we've all been waiting for Larry and Marion to happen, but we still have time for that. In fact, they are both dealing with different people romantically. Larry is meeting a new client in episode 2, the widow Mrs. Blaine. We already knew from the trailers that this relationship would be more than a professional one, and it seems they are starting already. The new trailer shows them kissing and Mrs. Blaine meeting Marion at a party, but I'm not sure if they're from the second episode. What I know is that in episode 2, we will see Marion with cousin Dashiell. The synopsis says Marion has a new match and it cannot be someone other than him. In the trailer, even the daughter is ready for the match to happen. We see Marion and Dashiell together on many different occasions. I know they won't end up together, but the trailer makes it seem like this will go on for the entire season. As you know, Oscar sent a letter to George writing about his intention to marry Gladys. The synopsis for this episode suggests George gives his response pretty quickly. One promo picture shows Gladys quite upset, so I'm sure we will see some father-daughter drama. But the Russell family will have other things to deal with. Bertha will not be happy about Larry's new job as she suspects Mrs. Blaine is interested in her son in a different way. I also understand seeing the stress on Bertha that we will see this spicy scene from the trailer in episode 2. The synopsis also says Peggy is back on 61st Street, but someone is not happy about her return. Well, that must be the racist housekeeper. I don't know who else it could be. Even though Peggy returns to the Van Ryn household, the trailer suggests that there are other things ahead for her. One, she will go to Tuskegee with Mr. Fortune for the newspaper. I also expect things to get more romantic between her and her boss, but I cannot help but think about the real Mr. Fortune, who is married and had his first child around the time the show takes place. I'm not sure if the show will change the storyline. If not, Peggy will have another heartbreak. There are too many things to talk about, but we don't have time for that, so I'll only talk about the most interesting ones. One, a duke is coming from England, and of course, Bertha will eye him for Gladys. But it seems Mrs. Astor has other plans. She tries to buy the duke. I don't know how she will do that, but it will definitely be interesting. 2, Oscar has already found someone else to pursue, and he even says his heart is all in it. I mean, I wonder how long it will take him to finally admit he is rushing things. 3, Larry is jealous of Dashiell. In one event, Larry sees Marion and Dashiell together and his looks indicate he might actually be jealous. I will talk about the other storylines when it's time. For now, let's wait for episode 2 and see what awaits us. By the way, don't you think the season moves a lot faster than the previous one? I feel like so much happened in the first episode compared to the first season. I actually like it. I wonder what you think about this. Is the new season good? What are your hopes and theories about Marion and Larry's storyline, or Peggy and Mr. Fortune? Please tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and see you soon.